Hello, book lovers. I'm Lex. This is Uncle Buck, and this is the 40th box of Uncle Buck's books. And this one looks to be especially good. This is labeled Religion, and from the first glance already, I think it'll be a good one. So, as always, feel free to ask me questions about what we find in here, and we shall see what we got. All right, first is Folkways. Wait, is this about... this is about the entire Folkways movement? Or no, never mind. It's about this. It's the history of sociology as a movement. Okay, well that looks fascinating. Thanks, Buck. The history of the art of sociology. Veda and Torah, transcending the textuality of the scripture. Oh, cool. So comparison of Jewish and Hindu thought systems. Very cool. Put that on the pile there. Genesis and structure of Hegel's phenomenology of the spirit. You have so much analysis of Hegel. Generally, I don't read analysis of philosophers. I'm going to read it. I'll just read the philosopher. But in general, not so much of them. Kant's Life and Thought. Interesting. A Pelican book of Leibniz, who I always think of because he was one of the first Western scientists to really get into the I Ching and help to spread that pinnacle of human thought. The English Moralist by Basil Willey. Interesting. And Bertrand Russell's Power, a New Social Analysis. Well, that looks good. I do like Bertrand Russell. He was a free love guy. It's always fun. A book on Plato by Paul Friedlander. There's a Pythagoras book buried down there that looks pretty. We'll see it when we get there. Proclus, Commentary on Plato's Parmenides. Okay, cool. Another Proclus commentary. Mind, Language, and Mind, Language, and Society. Philosophy in the Real World by Searle. Interesting. Over there. Proclus, Neoplatonic Philosophy and Science. Hidden Attraction, the Mystery and History of Magnetism. Good rhyme on that one. That would be a good science book. Exploring Complexity, an Introduction. That would be a very good science book, because complexity is one of the most interesting things going on in science. Complexity and chaos. Hillis, The Pattern on the Stone, the simple ideas that make computers work. Interesting. Interesting science-looking book. Golem, Jewish magical and mystical traditions on the artificial anthropoid. Well, doesn't that look good? Thanks, Buck. That looks fascinating. Put that over there on the take upstairs pile. Plotness, or the simplicity of vision. On the mystical shape of the Godhead, basic concepts in the Kabbalah. Looks good. Not a lot of pictures. I do like good pictures. There. The Pythagorean Plato, Prelude to the Song Itself. Alexandria, the Journal of the Western Cosmological Traditions. Buck, he had an extra of this, of 2 volumes of this, and I read through them, and it's amazing. Sometimes these are short essays by academics usually, and it's such a cool way because they just dive into something that, it's like an incredibly good Wikipedia entry, a bunch of them all collected on one topic. So this Alexandria Journal of Western Cosmological Traditions is really excellent. So thanks, Buck. He didn't give me many books while he was alive because he's like me. He held on to them, but now they're here. And this is one of my favorite. This is that same journal, but this is one of my favorite illustrations in the world. It's a classic. Here's the one that I had. He had doubles, so he gave me one of the doubles. In fact, that means, well, I'll find my double. Then I'll put this on my giveaway pile. Frances Yates, The Occult Philosophy in the Elizabethan Age. Frances Yates is one of the greatest thinkers, so dear to my heart. She's amazing, a crowning achievement. I would love to hear more about occult philosophy later in its history. Put that there, take upstairs. Another one by her, Frances Yates, Astrea, The Imperial Theme in the 16th Century. Interesting. Another Frances Yates, The Rosicrucian Enlightenment. I have not read this one, and this is definitely one that's on my close-to-read list. The King Within, Accessing the King in the Male Psyche. That sounds good. As my godfather would say, it is good to be the king. A History of the Jewish People. Good. There is a whole Jewish pile over here. Buck was of the people. The Mountain People by Colin M. Turnbull. Description of the dehumanization of an African tribe in less than 3 generations. Oh, that looks terrible, but really well written. Okay, that sounds like an important book to read. The Great Transformation, the political and economic origins of our times. An Entrance to the Tree of Life by Yehuda Ashlag. So it's like a biblical Kabbalist tree of life. Okay, cool. We'll save that Pythagoras one for last because I'm very curious. Warfare of Science with Theology. Really? What a great... Some of these, like, I probably will not be getting to this anytime soon, but I might page through it. But just the title alone, looking through your library and seeing that title, there's something... Warfare of Science with Theology. Oh, fascinating. Fascinating. Okay, put that over here. The War Against the Jews from 33 to 45. Okay, it's a time period I have studied a good bit. Oh, the Odyssey by Homer. This is the Fagles translation, which I believe I've heard good things about. Let's put that over here. Ashes in the Wind, The Destruction of the Dutch Jewry. Another Holocaust book. I've read a lot of those in my life. Dutch are my people. That's my le racine de la famille, as the French say. It's the root of the family. Genesis of the Cosmos, The Ancient Science of Continuous Creation. There's a lot of books like these. New Science, Making Good on Ancient Ideas. Which makes sense to me. The Greek and Eastern Churches, History from the Library of Religious and Philosophic Thought. That's good. Second to last book, the Shtetl, creative anthology of Jewish life in Eastern Europe. Oh, that looks wonderful. That would be great. So much of human creativity coming out of there. And then finally, this Pythagoras book by Thomas Stanley. The History of Philosophy, His Life and Teaching. Oh, from a 1687 edition. Oh, how cool. With a foreword by Manly P. Hall, everybody's friend. Oh, great. And look at this. All of these great, ancient texts on Pythagoras. Oh, so cool. Awesome. Thank you, Buck. This has been a really great box. Hopefully all of you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about these books, let me know. And as I go through them, I'll share more.